Hi, my name is Leah Pavlov. I did my research on self-esteem and my major is early childhood education. Self-esteem is how a person feels, accepts, and how they see themselves. There are different ranges of self-esteem. There are overly high self-esteem. These people can be arrogant, they feel superior, and they overlook their own flaws and criticize others. People with low self-esteem feel small or inferior. They hold other people's opinions above their own, and they focus on their weaknesses rather than their strengths. People with healthy self-esteem have an accurate and balanced self-view. They accept their abilities and their flaws, and they have a realistic expectation for themselves. Low self-esteem can have serious consequences. It can cause anxiety, stress, loneliness, depression. It creates problems in friendships or romantic relationships. It interferes with jobs or school. It lowers performances, makes people vulnerable to drugs or alcohol. Regional, national, and global perspective. Self-esteem is the same regardless of where you're from. And there's just very little research out there just for self-esteem in general. But the research I did find said that the differences in self-esteem across countries is very small. So what I think is the difference is how we have low, high, or healthy self-esteem. Healthy self-esteem, I think, is worked towards, like, just improved from higher to low. And anything can contribute to your low or high self-esteem, like past relationships, how happy or unhappy we are with our appearances, our parents, our childhood, stuff like that. Just really anything. 85% of Americans suffer from low self-esteem. Yes. Found 2 actual researches using the Rosenberg self-esteem scale. This one particular one studied in Malaysian kids in orphanages, said that 70.8% of males and 69.2% of females had low self-esteem, and it associated with depression, anxiety, and stress. The second research I found using the Rosenberg self-esteem, I quoted a little part of it. It says the Rosenberg self-esteem scale is one of the most widely used measures of self-esteem worldwide, so it's surprising that little research has explored cross-national differences on this measure. Only 2 studies have compared English versions. In this study, they researched 500 Americans, 1,400 Canadians, and 300 Australians like students, with their mean age of 21 to 22. They found that American students had significantly higher self-esteem scores when compared to Canadian and Australian students. How to improve yours or others' self-esteem. Positively talk about yourself. Positively talk to yourself. Positively talk to other people. Give people compliments. Give yourself a compliment. Avoid comparing yourself to others. I feel this is like this is a big issue for us this day and age, whatever, because of social media. It is so easy to just go on there and just compare yourself. And usually it's not real. Like, this is just a split second in someone else's life. Not everyone shares their bad days or whatever. And most pictures are edited and unrealistic. Celebrities, people who have tons of money, blah, blah, blah. So, yeah. Write down positive things about yourself or accomplishments that you are proud of. You can keep these things handy. Some examples, you can write them on a mirror you see every day, so every time you go in there, you see it. You can make a list of all these things and keep it in your nightstand. Maybe you can read them once before you go to bed, or read them once when you wake up, just to keep yourself proud of yourself and not sad when you go to bed or when you wake up. You could also just write random good things or things you're proud of on Post-it notes and keep them around the house. Or you could do this for other people too, like if you live with someone and you feel like they're low or just not how they usually are, in a lower mood. You can just write little things and put them around the house, and this can just improve your mood, anyone's mood, when they read a compliment about themselves. How to adjust negative thinking patterns. Search for shades of gray. Not everything is black and white. Not everything is all good and all bad. Things in life are a little more complicated than that. Seek positives. Don't look at everything so negatively, and just try to search for the positives, even though it can be really hard sometimes. Accept your strengths. You are who you are. You are the only person that is like you. Of course, you can improve yourself, and sometimes you can change things about yourself. If you really want to, don't let people pressure you into doing anything you don't want to do. Accept your strengths. Accept who you are. Own only what's yours. Don't take on other people's emotional problems or baggage or responsibilities. Sometimes just our problems is just enough, especially in that moment and when you're feeling anxiety and depression. Just get what you think will help you done, and once you start to feel better, you can help people. Yeah. And these are my sources. I have the Rosenberg Self-Esteem Scale right here, the Malaysian orphanages, suicidal behavior in college students. Yeah. This one was probably my favorite up here. It gave me the tips on how to improve your self-esteem. So yeah, thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a good one.